Hey everyone, it's Nick and Ron with another edition of Ask Ron. How you doing today, Ron?
I'm good, man. We're right in the middle of a virtual training right now, so we thought we'd take a break, answer your questions. Don't have very many of them today, though, do we?
No, just a couple here.
Okay.
Sorry. First one is from Keith in Baltimore. I have an option agreement with the owners for 265. The owners have signed a listing agreement to sell on the MLS for 375. We have a full price and buyer. Do I cloud the title with my option agreement?
I'm not sure. So you're telling me you have an option agreement and the seller is going around that and selling it for a higher price? Yeah, I'd definitely do something about that. I mean, unless there's something in that agreement that allowed that seller to list it and sell it for a higher price after they optioned it to you. And of course, I don't know any of this, so you're going to have to get with your attorney on it and let them look at the agreement first. Maybe there was a provision in the agreement that the seller could list it and sell it, and then you're out. Um, but you're asking me to comment on an agreement that I haven't read and will not get. So your attorney's the best place to find out what your options are there. But cloud and the title is one of them.
All right. Next question, again from Keith and I. This probably goes to his attorney, but how do I instruct the title company to pay any net proceeds over the 265 to my LLC?
Well, now that makes me believe that you're the one that actually sold the property. You're leasing it and you're selling it. If that's true, God bless you. That's a nice profit on that property. With that amount of money, I would ask a closing agent, I want you to do a closing from the seller to my entity, period. And then we're going to do another closing from my entity to the buyer. And I don't want these two closing statements ever to meet together in the middle because I'm not interested in having my buyer know what I'm paying for the house or my seller know what I'm making on the house. I want two closings. And at the same time, but buyer only gets theirs, seller only gets his or her. So if you can talk to the closing agent and do it, that's the way I do it. Your only other choice is just put I'd call it a mortgage payoff. Tell them to put a mortgage payoff on your closing statement of however much you got coming, and then I doubt anybody would ever dispute that. You got to get a closing agent that's willing to do these things for you now because they can help you or they can hinder you. So make sure you got the right closing agent to get that deal closed. And you probably ought to prep your seller a little bit because when they see that closing agent and they see that mortgage payoff on it, they're going to say, "What the heck is this?" So it doesn't hurt the seller at all. It doesn't change their taxes at all. But their greed glands might swell up and explode when you're making that much money. I try to keep them from finding out if possible.
All right, that's it for this week, Ron.
Okay. See you next week. Same time, same channel. Merry Christmas.